think that yung magiging problem is to how to get around the blockers of the UST and then test the erratic floor defense of UST. And, you know, they are just doing that now. That's why they're able to be up by 2 sets.
And you mentioned the floor defense, Mosey. LaSalle has really stepped it up in terms of floor defense here. They're already good at the net, but it doesn't show in the statistic that floor defense na is very impressive. If you talk about floor defense, Adamson, of course, one of the leading teams when it comes to floor defense. But LaSalle, it seems they've taken a page out of the Adamson book and in-implement nila dito, no? They're almost impregnable with the type of defense they have at the net. Pag lumusot sa floor, no?
You can see that they really have come in this game prepared. So prepared. Reading UST well.
And speaking of LaSalle, let's find out more about them coming into set number 3 from Jessica Mendoza.
Eric, there's no saying that those knowledgeable mistakes from their own mistakes, but wise people learn from the mistakes of others. I'm not sure if that's the exact quote, but the point is, I think something like that is what Coach Ramil had in mind when he reminded his girls, huwag magtapo ng serve, di bala ng walang karga. That is, he wants them to learn from the errors that cost their opponents that last set. Coach also told the girls to take their time, to talk to each other, and call out plays, and to not let their guard down even for a second. Kasi hahabol at hahabol ang mga yan. Eric and Mosey.
Thanks, Jessica. I wish I could live by that motto, to learn from the mistakes of others so that I don't have to go through the same embarrassment. But apparently, that's not the case. Not the case. Well, for for LaSalle, they've really done their job like what we talked about. And they're trying to learn from the mistakes of UST coming into set number 3. So that makes them all the more dangerous here in this set. 3-1 again, straight or right from the get-go, off the gates. They hit the ground running itong LaSalle, no? And they're up by 2 right away.
Again, poor first ball for UST.
Good defense again on the floor by Gumaba, most especially punching that through the defense. Cruz, but it's still kept alive by UST. Here comes LaSalle. Gumaba off the block. Score that again for the Lady Spikers. They're up by 3.
They will really draw a lot of motivation from that second set. Coming off, winning that set in spite of UST trying to play catch up and towards the end. And wala nang timeout si Coach Ramil. They were just doing it by themselves, adjusting by themselves, and they were able to overcome the hump. Just a better, smarter LaSalle group this year.
Timeout UST Tigresses.
Quick timeout by Coach Shaq. Let's listen in.
Alam mo ang nangyayari, nagtuturuan na lang kayo kung sino re-receive. Hindi kayo mag-usap na, mag-uunod sa kanyang bola, ako re-receive, hindi ganun eh. Mag-usap kayo yung tatlo. Ha? Hindi kayo bibigyan niya ng chance ball na ginagawa niyo sa kanila. Paano tayo mananalo? Diba? Kinakakahan nila yung service.
The Tigresses in the huddle look so different from the Tigresses on the floor. Sa huddle with Coach Shaq, they're all pumped up. They're all, yes, let's go. But on the floor, they look like they're 2 times slower than LaSalle, and they look like they're depressed on the floor. They're lost. Exactly. The last point was a service ace down the line that UST just let by. That's how, rough they're playing right now as we check in with Nico Ramos.
Eric and Mosey, I think it's Murphy's Law that goes, if something can go wrong, it probably will. And that's exactly what's going on here on the UST bench. The trainers are busier than ever. Aiza Maizo with her strained back. We've all heard that. But Jane Gonzalez, who saw action today, fell on her right wrist, in an iffy manner earlier. And they were trying to tape her up very heavily during that second set. I asked the trainers if she can go back. They said maybe. However, just lifting her hand to get it taped was already causing Jane to tear up. So she's under a lot of pain right now. However, don't expect this UST team to make any excuses. As you saw in that rally in the second round, whether it's following their game plan or not, they will find a way to get into a game. Whether by skill or by scrap, you can't ever count them out. Down 2 sets to none or not. Guys?
Thanks, Nico. Excellent report. It seems like everything is going south for UST. Aside from the fact that Maizo is struggling with a back problem. Now their service specialist with a wrist problem.
And Jane has really been a spark plug for some of the games that they've played. towards the end of the second round. And yun, injury coming today. And another poor reception gets an ace to Chad Cruz. 4-point lead now by DLSU, who is up by 2 sets in this game.
And also up by 4 points. While UST still struggling to even get their things, their court in order. And again, they're getting a break with LaSalle committing a service error via Cha Cruz.
Coach Shaq standing up, giving instructions.
Coach Shaq is irate at this point with the type of performance the Tigresses are putting out there. That dump was actually short from Maraño, but Aiza Maiza made sure it wouldn't go through the net or across the net as she dumped it right back. UST down by 2, 5 serving 7.
Maiza now at the back row. Napansin mo, hindi na nga binibigyan ng back row attack si Aiza Maiza in this game so far.
Manatikla, just one blocker. Seems to be enough to stymie the offense of UST. That's been the case this entire game as Gumaba was blocked this time by 2 Tigresses. Mercado. Manatikla. Still kept alive. What floor defense by LaSalle.
That's right.
Manatikla off the net. Boy, was right there.
That was through the 2 blockers of DLSU as routine once again. Na-late lang si Maraño for that block, but you know, LaSalle really reading the spikers of UST so well in this game.
Speaking of UST, they are within 1 after trailing by as much as 4. Double dump by Gumabao. Doesn't work. Manatikla. That is just out.
Against LaSalle.
Manatikla, the birthday girl. That's gift number 1 for her, I guess, no?
Pag nakita mo si Gumabaw, no, saying walang
Wala.
gusto mo maniwala. Kasi very innocent.
Very angelic looking face by Michelle Gumabao. That's true.
Pero hindi na straight yan.
Manatikla denied this time by Abigail Magdaleno. That's the net. And LaSalle inches up 8-7 here in set number 3. Taking a look there. Set number 3 action where we find LaSalle up 2 sets to nothing against UST.